Hi, and welcome to Mindectomy, the show about life issues you may or may not encounter. Some people have a hard time accepting change in their life. Others adjust well to change. Change is anything that makes life different, such as moving to another home, breaking up, or learning to play a musical instrument. Changes can be good or bad. Change means to make radically different or to undergo a modification. But how do we change our ways? Some people watching this may think they don't have to change their ways, and that's okay. Some people watching this may think they need to change their ways, and that's okay too. But for those who don't want to change or don't feel the need to change their ways, should consider this important question. How do my actions affect the people around me? Because sometimes we become so set in our ways that we don't see the underlying effects our actions have on people, especially our loved ones. Those who want to change their ways may think that it's impossible, even though they have the strong desire to make the change. So how does one change their ways? I have changed my ways many times, mostly because I had no choice, but some changes were made deliberately. One example is that I never wanted to take responsibility for my actions, even if I was caught in a lie or accidentally made a mistake. I used to have a very hard time accepting responsibility for my actions, but as I've grown and gained wisdom, I've learned to say, "I'm sorry, that was my mistake," and then move forward, and try not to make the same mistake again. I'm sure I haven't perfected this yet, but I've made a conscious effort to make this positive change in my life. So why change? Because there's always room for growth and gaining wisdom. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is infallible. Only you can change you. You are ultimately responsible for changing your ways. Your relationships depend on it. So, how have you changed your ways? Or how will you change your ways? It takes a humble attitude to admit that there is something about me that needs to change. Typically, humility is thought of as, humiliating or embarrassing. Humility means freedom from pride or arrogance and the quality or state of being humble. So, why is humility so important? Humility keeps us kind, respectful, generous, forgiving, thoughtful, empathetic, wise, and a slew of other wonderful qualities. It gives us the desire to serve others and be great leaders. Abraham Lincoln, arguably the greatest U.S. president ever, had a huge bucket full of good qualities, and one of them was humility. I strongly believe that because of his humble beginnings, President Lincoln was a great leader and fought for the oppressed with such vigor because he wasn't arrogant or prideful. However, on the flip side of the coin, doesn't it take pride in one's country to be president and at least some small measure of arrogance to be the leader of a nation? Maybe. But we have to keep in mind that pride can also represent a sense of self-respect or delight in someone or something. And if you take the superiority complex out of arrogance, you're left with confidence. Some people are born with confidence. Some people, like yours truly, have to work continually at being confident. Every day, we're bombarded with criticism, harassment, bullying, embarrassment, disapproval, mockery, and degradation. The list goes on and on. So confidence and working hard to remain humble help us to contribute something meaningful and positive to society. Confidence can be as fragile as an eggshell or as strong as titanium, because so many things we are confronted with daily can shake us up and bring us down. But all it takes is one genuine compliment and we have an instant ego boost. The ego. Such a complex part of the human psyche. Too much ego and we lose a sense of togetherness, teamwork, and quality. The concept of ego is used loosely much of the time. Some people believe a person must be somewhat egotistical to succeed in life. That may be true, but there's a fine line between confidence and egotism. I have hope that you will remain humble and, most importantly, be good to yourself and be good to others. Thanks for watching.